everybody, and welcome. It is Saturday. It is Saturday, and it's time for Flow Yoga Mob with me, Cecily Guest. Hey, everybody, how is it going out there? So good to see you for another Vinyasa Yoga Flow Yoga class with me. Well, I'm your host, your hostess, Yogi Cecily, especially if you are experiencing this class on YouTube. You found me. I am Yogi Cecily. And of course, if you're on Facebook, you know me as Cecily Guest. And on Instagram, it's true, I got to get all this to go together one day, but on Instagram, I am Yogi underscore Cecily. Cecily underscore Yogi. Put them together, you'll be able to find me. Now, thank you for joining in. And these are donation-based classes, so I'm so happy about that because that gives everybody an opportunity to do what they can for all of these lovely classes. I'm on Venmo as Cecily-Guest, and the last name is Guest, like a guest in your home, and that is how I am coming to you now through your computer screen or on your phone. Thank you so very much. Again, Venmo Cecily, Cecily-guest, Guest for your donations. All right, so what is up in the world? What do I want to work on today? You know, I have been lately just wanting to get into all of these lateral fascia, even in the flow classes. So let's start actually with a little bit of taking the right leg on up and over your left. And then, feels so good, doesn't it? Oh, squeeze that knee in, yeah? Now, get the right knee in the left elbow and twist away. Twist away. 3, oh, gosh. 2, it just feels so good across the sacrum. Yeah, twist, 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 and 1. Good. Changing sides. So I always kind of start in cross leg position, like I'm going to cross both legs, but then just take the left foot up and over the right. See? Then hug the knee in. Oh, twist, twist, twist. 3, yeah. Twist, twist, twist. 2. You know, I want to do it again on both sides, right on? So let's do it. Go ahead and change. Now, you know, these lateral positions, what I like to call lateral or transverse positions, so good for the spine, across the sacrum, feels so good. Breathe. 3, twist. Twist your ribs. 2, roll your right shoulder blade back. Breathe deep. Yeah, and 1. Good. So if I'm starting like this, that means we're going to do eagle pose. Cow face pose. That's another criss and cross and bind pose. 3. So twisting here to the left. 2. Yeah. And 1. Okay, come on. I want to face the left side. Come off of your blanket. And let's roll all the way back, get in some good abdominals. So we're going to inhale, exhale, sit all the way up to the right leg. Yes. Then cross the right leg across to the left, then to the right, then send it to the left, back center, draw, stretch, and down. Arms back at the ears. Up to the left leg, draw it to the right, twist, twist, open to the left, open, open. Bring it back to me on your right. Yes, center, stretch, and down. Inhale, exhale, up to the right leg. Send it across to the left. Open up towards me to the right. Send it back to the left. It's like a windshield wiper, right? And up and stretch, stretch. Back. Inhale. Exhale. Up to the left. Yeah. Send that leg to the right. Open it up to the left. Send it back to the right. And give it stretch, stretch, and back. Arms overhead. Inhale. Please sit up to both legs. Bend the knees. Hold on to your ankles. And then out again. 4 more. Up and draw. And open and back. 3 more. Up and draw. Yes. Open and 2 more. Up and draw. Yeah, open and back. Come on, one more. Up and draw. Open and back. Sit all the way up, forward fold. Stretch out over the legs. 3 and 2. Way down. Way down, might as well. And 1. Bring the feet back in. So now this is the butterfly pose. Inhale. Exhale over the toes. Forward fold. Stretch. Butterfly. Draw in and stretch. Again, straight legs, forward fold, and stretch. And butterfly, draw in and stretch. I want to do it again, 2 more. Come on, straight legs, forward fold, and stretch. Breathe, and butterfly, hold, and stretch. Again, straight legs, forward fold, way down. Again, and bend and hold way down. Nice. Let's stay this way. Straighten out your left leg. Hold on to your right foot. Bring your right foot to your third eye. Some of you know I just love the way this stretch feels. Stretch, stretch, stretch it in. 3 and 2 and 1. Right foot goes down. Right arm goes up. Right hand to the left foot. 3. Up, up, up. And wave forward. 2. Up, 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 and a 1. Wonderful. Right leg straight. Bring the left foot to the third eye. Inhale. Exhale. Draw in. 3. Such a good stretch. 2. Try to get that foot really, really, really close to the face. Close to the face. And a 1. Nice, nice, nice. Left knee is up. Left hand goes up. And forward fold. 3. Now you know this is getting you ready for Marichasana. A. 2. Yeah. Marichasana. A. And 1. Good. Roll back on your back. Roll forward. Forward fold. Take your right leg out towards me. So you're making sort of a 90-degree angle, sort of sitting up like a doll, yeah? Stretch to the right leg, right and center to your left leg, left and center to your right leg, right and center to your left, left. Yeah, let's do 4 more. To the right leg, right. Now I could set my feet wider and left, but I want to work the waist. I want to work my side bending, right? 1 more time to the left. Full stretch over the left leg only. 3, right? See, that leg can go wider. I'm not even going to worry about that leg. 2 and 1. Twist towards me. Oh, drop the left shoulder in. Drop the right elbow in. Lift the right arm. Take the right arm all the way over to the left foot and twist out. 3, roll back. Roll back. 2, roll back. And a 1. Let's face the other way. Nice, everybody. Good. Well, I want to start. Hold on to both ankles. So we do the whole cycle. So straight and fold. And up. I think I'm doing this backwards, but we'll do it this way anyway. And fold. Again. Up, up, up. Nice. And fold. Up, up, up. Good, good. And fold. So we got double butterfly. So let's go this way now. So we're going to straight legs, forward fold, and draw up. Yeah. Straight legs, forward fold, and draw up. See, so either way, you're getting really good core abdominal work. Straight legs, forward fold, draw up, which is what I really think forward folds are. I don't think about hamstring stretching. Forward fold and up. Once your abdominals get stronger, forward fold, they will overbear the hamstrings. And up and forward fold. Nice, 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 nice. Go ahead, bring your right knee up Take your right hand up. Forward fold, thigh, and up. So what we're getting ready for Marichyasana aim, yes? Forward, up. And so it's everything you need for that pose, 3, except the binding. Up and 2, look at the way the body gets down below the height of the knee. Up and 1, changing sides. Left knee up. Yeah. Left hand up. Breathe way down. So we can always start a vinyasa class 4 with deep breathing and with stretches, right? 3. They don't have to be your deepest stretch, right? 2. Up and 1. I like it. Good. Legs out straight in front. Roll all the way back. All the way back. Ah, nice. Okay, bend the knees in. Cross the right ankle in front of the left. And you're going to roll forward and get your head and your elbows down. Right foot in front. And roll back. And now change. Left foot in front. Left. Down and back. Breathe. Right leg. Right. Up and over. See, it's kind of like a little roller coaster, yes? So I'm going to go here. I kind of go up and over. Let's do 2 more. Right leg in front, up. And, and I don't mind, as a teacher, if your buttocks comes up. I really don't mind that, yeah? Because you will finally experience getting your head down. Good. Let's do 1 more and step out to downward facing dog. So you're here, rolls and step. Nice. Good, good, good. Roll and step. All right. Nice work, everybody. You're here in downward facing dog. Go ahead and please take your right knee, drop it down. Side planking. Take your left foot, bring it up, step it forward, lunging. Side plank. Forward step. Side plank. Forward step. 2 more. Side plank. Forward step. Side plank. And look how you're going to lift, sweep, forward. Drop both elbows down in these beautiful, beautiful lizard lunges. So they call them lizard lunges. Hey, it's okay with me if you roll onto your left side body. Your right side body. Just roll on over there. Roll onto your side so that the entire leg is long and straight. Then use your left elbow to push that left knee out and open. 3. See that? See how that's working? 2. Trying to push that left knee away while I'm lying down on my right side. And 1. Great. Downward facing dog. Right leg's going to lift. Bend the knee in the air. Oh. Then make circles. Circle 5. Make circles. Big, big, big circles. 4. Oh, I love the calf is stretching. 3. Love that calf muscle stretching. Breathe. 2. Yes, yes, yes. 1 more big circle, right leg, and 1. Good, good, good. Step the right foot forward. Face me. Well, look halfway up. Good, and stretch all the way down, 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 down. So nice. Well, go ahead, turn to the left side. Bend your knees to all 4s, or bend the left knee, bend your left knee, straighten out your right. So there's your side plank. Side plank. Lift. Step way down goes the lunge. Side plank. Breathe and step. Lunge, lunge. Side plank. Look at the circling arm and sweep leg, lunge. Way down, way down. Look at the circling arm, side plank, and step, lunge. I want to do it one more time. And I am working a diagonal. Do you notice that? Side plank cuts across the middle of my mat, but that step out lunge cuts across the diagonal. We're going to stay here and bring down both elbows. 5. So what's the goal here? 4. For us today, the goal is to actually lie down on your entire side body. Look at that. See that? See the way I'm just going to lie down there. Then use your right elbow to recommend that the right knee work outward. Outward. Don't let it collapse in. You want to push it away. 3 and 2. So good. And 1. See, just open up the hips. Great. Well, left leg lift and big circles on the left leg. Oh, down, up. Again, down, up. Good. And 3, up. And 2, up. Let things move around again. I hope your shoulders are moving. Let your head, neck, and shoulders move. Up. That's all going to be good. And 1, up. Good. Step the left foot forward. Lunge. Face me. And look halfway up. Let's stand all the way up. Make a big letter X. Exhale, squat. Bend the elbows. 3 more. Up. Big letter X. And squat. And up. Big letter X. And squat. Good. 2 more. Up. Big letter X and squatting. Love it so much. And 1 more. Big letter X and squat. Right side chaturanga vinyasa. Plank. Yes. Chaturanga. Yes. Upward dog. Inhale and downward dog. Exhale. Right leg lift. Step the right foot forward. Lunge. Crescent warrior. Nice, just kind of settle out and take it on the high side. Warrior 2. Going to take it a little bit on the high side. Face me, arms up. Pivot through your feet. Left side, warrior 2 on the high side, like no big deal. It's not as deep as I could make it. Left side, chaturanga vinyasa. Upward facing dog, inhale, yes. High, yes, squeezing up, yeah. Downward dog, left leg lift. Come on, left foot step. Yeah, crescent. Warrior, I'm a little bit on the high side because we just got started. Warrior 2, left knee is bent. That's pretty decent. Center, arms up overhead. Stretch, open your armpits. And then it's the right side, warrior 2, just sort of restructure the legs. Not as deep as we can make it because we're flowing and going. Good, right side, chaturanga vinyasa. And upward facing dog. Sure, downward facing dog. Beautiful, wonderful. Let's do the cycle again. Right leg lift. Step forward, lunge. Crescent warrior, comes up. Warrior 2. Arms up. Left side, warrior 2. Left side, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg takes the lift. Left foot forward, crescent warrior. Left side, warrior 2. Hi. Arms up, inhale. Right side, warrior 2. And chaturanga vinyasa. Okay, well that is so awesome. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Great. Take your right leg lift, step it forward in the lunge. It's nice if you need to grab a block, grab it. You're going to straighten both legs. Staggered stance. You will notice I almost always take some time to open the hamstring. And the main reason that I pause and do this, and you might have heard me say this before on these videos, if there's 30 people in a class, 25 of them need to pause and spend time opening your hamstring. You have to remember, vinyasa flow, flowing, constantly flowing, makes your hamstrings tighter. What? I don't want that. Prasarita Padottanasana. I didn't want that. Good. Twisting. Left hand down, right hand up. Breathe and change. Left hand up. Breathe and change. Right hand up. Breathe and change. I'm not making a big deal out of it. Up. I could twist more. Breathe and change. Again, up, but we're just getting started. Again, up. One more, breathe and change. One more, right hand. Up and down. Good. Left side of the room, chaturanga vinyasa. Let's work upward. Facing dog, inhaling. Downward dog, exhale. Beautiful. Okay, left leg lift, step the left foot forward in the lunge. Good. Drop the back knee, grab a block. Good idea. Grabbing a block and push up. Flat back. I do lift the toes in the front and hold on to the hamstring stretch. Some folks, you don't need a block, but many people do. Why struggle to touch the floor? Like, why struggle to touch the floor when gravity wants you to go that way anyway? So all you need is something to help you feel better about it. I'm just trying to help you feel better about it, right? And Prasarita Padottanasana, we're twisting to the left first. Here you go, right hand down, left, twist, twist, change. Breathe, right, twist, twist, change. Breathe, left, twist, twist, change. And right hand, right. So now I'm getting a little bit more out of it. Forward, four, and three, and two, twist, twist, and one, twist, twist. Okay, good, hands down. Right side, chaturanga vinyasa. Pivot on your feet, step out, upward facing dog, inhaling, and downward dog, exhaling. So good, so awesome. Right leg lift, step forward, crescent warrior. Arms up, up, up. Lace the hands behind your back. Give a bit of a back bend in this crescent warrior. Yeah. Then lift up a little bit so you can turn down the back foot and reset the front knee if needed for a humble warrior. 3. Yeah. 2. And 1. Hands to the floor. Prasarita Padottanasana. Good. Stand all the way up. Inhale. Great. Right side. Ardha Chandrasana. 3, 2. Right. In pose. And 1. Good. Come all the way up. Left side of the room. Chaturanga vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Yep. And downward facing dog. Goodness. Left leg lift. Crescent warrior. Up. Good. Lace the hands behind your back. Now look how I'm kind of lifting up and settling in. We're going to replace everything so we get a bit of a back bend. Then come up and then I've got to reset for balance and go in for the humble warrior. 3. Yes. 2. A lot of different ways, a lot of different alignments for this pose. And 1. Good. Chaturanga vinyasa. Nice. Upward facing dog. Left leg is going to lift. Step forward in the lunge. Come up. Left side, half moon pose. 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Look at the circle arms. Right side, chaturanga vinyasa. Yes. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. We're going to do all that again. Right leg lift. A lot of legs, a lot of fire today. Step forward lunge. Crescent warrior, sure. Lace the hands behind your back. Give it that bit of a back bend, just a little bit. And then the humble warrior, look how I lift up and reset. 3, 2, so this time I am going lower. Listen carefully. This is going to turn into Parsva Konasana. Right hand down, left arm reach across. Add the binding. 3, 2, and a 1. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Inhale. And down dog, exhale. Right leg is lifting and stepping, coming up. Ardha Chandrasana with a half move with a foot grip. 3, 2, yeah, and 1. Release. Come up. Look at the flow of the arms. Right side. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, inhaling. And downward dog, exhale. Left leg lift, you know, you got to step the left foot forward. Lunge, crescent warrior. Legs on fire. Lace the hands back. A little bit of a back bend, just so you can inhale. Lift up, set. Set your balance for the humble warrior. 3, 2, and 1. This is becoming Parsva Konasana. Left hand on the inside, right arm reach across, and the binding. 3, and 2. This is so good. Chaturanga Vinyasa on 1. There you go, flow and go. Upward facing dog, inhale, and downward dog, exhale. Beautiful. We're going to stay here. Walk your hands forward. Forward, forward, forward. A little bit more forward than halfway. Good. Look halfway up, inhale. And press back down, exhale. The chair pose, Utkatasana. I don't want to make a big deal out of it, so just lift up, stand up, forward fold. Hands out, jump back, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Right leg lift. Right foot step. Crescent warrior up. Twisted warrior 2. And chaturanga. Or you can just meet up in downward dog. You can always just meet up in downward dog. Right? Left leg lift. Step forward, crescent warrior. Up, up, up. Twisted warrior 2. Yeah. Got to twist, roll back shoulders, and chaturanga vinyasa. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Well, you got to do your best to try to jump your feet forward. Bend, jump, straight legs, forward fold. Look halfway up, inhale. Press back down, way down, belly button to the spine. The chair pose, Utkatasana. Nice big, then stand it up so you can breathe. Exhale, forward fold. Get your hands forward so you can jump your feet back, Chaturanga Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, inhale, and downward dog, exhale. Right arm, okay, yeah, right leg lift. Step forward, lunge, crescent, warrior. Good. Twisted, warrior 2. Twisted 2. Chaturanga Vinyasa. The strong arms today. Fire it up. Upward dog, inhale. And down dog, exhale. Left leg lift. You do have time. Step forward lunge. You know, I want to be a little bit ahead of you to keep you moving. Twisted warrior 2. Chaturanga. So you can linger Upward facing dog, inhale. Aha, and downward facing dog, exhale. Good. Okay, so do your best to jump to your hands. Bend and jump. Good. Straight legs. Look halfway up, inhale. And press back down. One more chair pose, please. Chair. Stand up. Right side twist chair. Hi, hello. Ah, good. Your left foot. Take your left foot. Step it back. Twisted lunge. Down dog, left leg high. Good. Left leg high. Step your left foot forward and out. Out. Ahead of your mat. And back and up. Again. Forward. Look how I'm going to slide it out. And push. And flow it back. And one more. Sometimes you can bend. I don't mind if you bend to draw it in. And then slide it out. And downward dog. Left leg high. Step the left foot forward. Lunge. And Ardha Chandrasana, because I left it out with a foot grab. I left it out on that side. I did. See? I remembered. I left that out a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Come up. And see the pivot? Over to the other side, Chaturanga Vinyasa. On the right side, upward facing dog, inhale. Yep. Downward dog, exhale. Well, you got to do your best. And set things up. Set your feet up. And get your body ready to jump forward to your hands. Then, jump to your hands. Straight legs. Look halfway up, inhaling. Press back down, 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 down. It's the chair pose. Utkatasana. Hey. Nice. Stand up a bit. Twist the chair towards me over the left thigh. Yeah, tuck in there. Isn't that nice? Then you got to take your right foot, balance. Step it back. Hey, balance. 3. 2, keep your throat open, keep your chest back. And 1, great. Downward dog, right leg lift. And step it through. Sometimes I call this a star shape. It's not a side plank or starfish, because it's got these kind of jagged corners. And right leg up. Bend and push through. And the way it sort of rolls, almost like a rock star or a dancing dog, but not quite. Because those would go the other way. Give me 2 more of these. Push through. And back. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And 1 more of these. Push through. Yeah. And back. Nice. Okay, jump to the middle of your mat on your toes. Nice. Straight legs, forward fold. Well, let's work on flying pigeon. Oh, that doesn't sound good at all. But it does. Pigeons do fly, so shouldn't all the pigeons be flying pigeons? Lift halfway up, stand all the way up. Inhaling, hands on your hips. Good. You're going to take your right ankle and cross it over your left thigh. Probably need a block. If you're not sure, if I say you probably need one, you should get one ready out in front, unless you know what's happening. Cross the ankle and squat and sit back till your hands come to the floor. Just that. 3, listen, I keep trying to remind people, you must bend the standing leg. You got to bend the standing leg. Like, come on, you got to bend. 3, 2, and a 1. Great, release that leg. Look halfway up. Press back down, stand all the way up, inhaling. Take the same right foot, cross it over for eagle. Cross it on top of the left leg. Eagle's wrap. 5, 4, which means the left arm goes on top. 3, and hey, dig it, you don't always have to forward fold on this. 2, I prefer the stand-up one, takes so much more concentration. And release, good. Your left ankle cross over the right thigh. Figure 4, I call it figure 4. And then you're just sitting like a chair pose, but you've got to get your hands to the floor, and the shin bone has to touch your arms. That shin bone has to be touching your arms, your armpits, right? And then bend your knees. And release, look halfway up. Breathe, breathe, press back down. Stand all the way up, inhaling. Great. And left leg on top, eagle. So a lot of times what's happening is you've got people in class who are like bored, I guess you're bored with the basics. And so you start adding things. And I have found that whatever is added is a distraction. It's a vagary. And release. Good. So we're going to do this again. Let's take Chaturanga Vinyasa. Step out, walk out, jump up, upward facing dog. It's like, I have just found that usually whatever is added gets added because you're kind of, you're over the basic idea of it. So let's come on and stand up. You know what I mean? Like even in the bindings, even in Marichyasana, it's noted in some of the books that the binding is not the pose. The binding is a secondary adaptation. Let's everybody face the left side. Flying pigeon with the right leg on top. So I wanted to turn around so you could see a little bit more. Dig it. So right ankle on top. Inhale, exhale, sit back. You must get the arm hooked into the foot and lean into the pose. 3, 2, and 1. Easy peasy, come on out. Yeah. Well, look halfway up, inhale, press back down, relax everything. Stand all the way up, and that's your right leg going into eagle. So let's see if it's true. Right leg goes into eagle, so you've already got that wrap. You're like, no, okay, well, that's good. Left arm goes on top, and you're like, well, now it just makes sense to collapse it. My only concern is that beginners and new students think that it's about the forward fold, and they don't have their ankles and their arms wrapped correctly. So really the forward fold's so easy, like I could stay here like all day. Holiday, celebrate. Right, so once you've dropped into that forward fold, it's like the party's over. I know. But to a beginner, somebody new, we're going to face to the right. Somebody new thinks that's all there is. I'm going to just quarter out so you can see. Left leg, flying pigeon. Always get good breathing. Inhale. Because it takes so much air out of you. Exhale. It's just nice to get that good hit before you go into it. Flying pigeon, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming in, straight legs, forward fold. Look halfway up, inhale, exhale, press back down. Good, come on up easy, concentrate. Hands on your hips. Left leg on top, eagle, that means the right arm is on top. Left leg. Got to get the ankles to cross. Right arm. Stand up. Look straight ahead. You see, the more you stand up and look straight ahead, the more challenge there is to the ankle. Now you're thinking, but Cecily, this is such a challenge to come on down. Not if you have the basic. So if you're having trouble forward folding, it means you never really had the pose to begin with. All right, unlace all of that. Step out, walk out, chaturanga vinyasa. Nice, everybody. Upward facing dog in here. You're going to a child's pose. Nice. Good flow. Good work. Well, we got a little groundwork to do here now. And I promised you cow face pose. So I'm going to face you and cross over my knees. Set my feet apart and sit back. Look, I got my blanket out. So I can sit back on the blanket. Great, great, great. So this pose is going to get better. We're getting ready to make it better. Just want to get the legs going. So right now I'm up on my blanket. And I just want to get as good a position out of my legs before we even start thinking about adding arms. So what I start to do is I start to push the feet out away from the pose so that your feet are further and further and further and further away from each other. See that? Your big toes start to be about a yard away from each other. That's the one that you want. And you feel it in the hips. Well, you're going to come up, you're going to unravel and go to the left side chaturanga vinyasa. So you're going to unravel, which means if your blanket is there, you got to move stuff in and out of the way. Upward facing dog, big deal. We can do that. And downward facing dog. Now, so right now, I'm facing you. See, right now I'm facing you. Now, you don't have to face me. Just this set, I'm facing you so you can see what's up. Right, so I get my knees together. I position my buttocks over the blanket. Yeah. And then sit back. And like when you first sit back, it's like, see, it takes a lot of like, you're kind of trying to manipulate your legs there, but just sit on back. A blanket or a block is good. Yeah. And then after a few breaths, just, we'll take another 30 seconds, just getting the feet further apart. Let's see how it goes. So I usually push forward, right? And I start to wriggle around and use my hands, right? Wriggling around and kicking the feet out, squeezing the knees, crossing them together more. Look how I kind of push and rock. I rock forward and back. 3, 2. This pose might be easy for you. And a 1. We're going to the right side, chaturanga vinyasa. Sweep your left leg out, step out on your toes, slide your blanket out of the way, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Good. Take the child's pose. And we're going to do cow face pose facing the right side with the right knee in front. So now I'm not going to use my blanket. I'm going to set the knees. Sit on back, 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 sit on back. Right leg is on top. That means left elbow goes up, which means right hand goes down. Right hand down. Right fingers up the back. I like to get the fingertips to come together in the forward position. And then I sit up. When I sit up, the fingers come closer together. So now I can snug and pull my right fingertips up higher. And add the forward fold back in, but dig it. Your left elbow has to go up as your face goes down. 3, 2. See, this elbow has to lift up. And 1. Awesome. Good. Coming out of the pose. Yes. Tucking your feet. You're going to stand up. I'm going to unravel. Face the left side. And child's pose. Do you see that little unraveling? So if you want to add flow to cow face pose, you have to get really good at that unraveling. So now The left foot is in the front, left knee, left leg, feet are going side to side. Sit way, 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 way back. Good. The left leg is in the front. That means the left hand, the left elbow are the down elbows. So I'd like to focus on the hand that goes up my back. Then, yep, as I lift up, fingertips come together, and I can use the fingertips, can use what would be your right fingers to pull your left fingers up. And now you've got the fingers together. Take the breath and take the forward fold again. 3, 2. Look at this elbow cannot sag down. You have to lift it up. And one. We're going to unravel and face right. So if you want to do vinyasa, look at how this happens. Unravel. Pivot, say pivot on the knees, pivot on the feet, downward facing dog, inhale, exhale, and the child's pose. Nice, nice, nice work, everybody. That was a lot. That was just like a lot of audacious leg work. Like, and then that flying pigeon in there, woo. Okay, come on, roll back on your back, give your knees a hug. Let's set ourselves up today for just a very, very good shoulder stand. Now I want to do this shoulder stand and plow pose with a rotation or a slight twist. So we're going to go to the plow pose, and of course, if you've got some neck, herniated disc in your neck, spine problems, claustrophobia, just keep your legs here straight up in the air. Now, go ahead to your plow pose. Otherwise, and I love this work. I'm going to put my thumbs on my back, but we're not going to take the legs up. Walk your elbows close together. Now, walk your feet as far to the right as they will go. Like take step, 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 step. Then come back to the center. Step, 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 step. Now walk your feet as far to the left as they will go. Step, step. I've got a lot more room this way. Step, 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 step. Keep going as far as you can. Step, step, breathe, and back to the center. Well, I want to do one more in each direction. Walk your feet, little baby steps to the right. Step, 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 step. Step your inner organs, your lower intestines love you right now. And back to the center. And one more. Step, 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 step. And back to the center. Yes, yes, yes. Softly bend the knees. You got your hands on the outside of your thighs. Yeah, coming on down. Coming on down. Coming on down. And bend. Wasn't that good? So wonderful. I love inversions, and always remember shoulder stand is an inversion. Well, very gently twist your knees towards me to the left and take your gaze to the right. Take your gaze away from me. It's a little bit more sort of twisting to finish. Take a deep breath. Bring everything back towards me. Bring everything back towards me on the left. Then reset to the center. Wriggle around in the middle, find your center again. Wriggle around a little bit. Then take the knees to the right. Bring your gaze towards me. Open up the front chest. Awesome. Okay, it's Saturday. Of course, if you're on YouTube, it's any day of the week that you like. But just so that you kind of get the tone of these workouts, sometimes it's nice to know what day it is for me. It's Saturday. So Saturday's a kind of fun day, Sunday, but you gotta start getting ready for Monday. Yeah, come up. So for as much as Saturday can be sort of a break, it's also a setup. Set yourselves up. Okay, for Shavasana, extend your legs out in front. Of course, if there's some other restorative pose, some other restorative work that you'd like to do, you go ahead and do it. You go ahead and think about it. Maybe it's some homework. Maybe you want to go back and revisit your deep splits or pigeon pose. Maybe it's some therapeutic work and you get out your myofascial release balls now that your circulation is moving. Now that you got a little heat in the body, it's a good time for your therapies. Otherwise, we sit back up, draw your hands into prayer, and this is the Gayatri chant. Om Bhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Diyo Yo No Prachodaya Well, the light in me sees and recognizes the light in you. And for that, I say, Namaste.